Hi everyone, it's me, Lisa again, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to do some shrimp Diablo over sauteed vegetables. You know how I feel about being prepared, so I've already got my mise en place all set out. First thing we're going to do is saute some garlic and shallots, and then we're going to add these great vegetables in. We've got some sliced red onion, zucchini that's been sliced and halved, and corn. And then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of cilantro and avocado at the end. What I wanted to show you today was a great trick on how to get corn off the cob. Take just any old vessel with a little bit high side. This is a casserole pan or a pie pan. Take a bowl, set it right down inside so it lifts the corn cob up off the lip of your pan. Flat side down, and just run your knife right like this. All the corn falls into the pan so you don't have a big mess to clean up, and it protects your fingers. It just goes nice and easy. And then the great thing about this pan is we're going to use it to plate up the vegetables with the shrimp and sauce over the top. So we can just set it off to the side, not even have to worry about it. All right, that. Out of the way. Okay. So we're going to start our pan on medium heat. That's pretty typical for most things that we do. We're going to let it get warm. We're going to add some olive oil to the pan. While we're waiting for the pan to heat up, over here in the blender is the Diablo sauce for the shrimp. What we've got in here is 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes, a tablespoon of chipotle and adobo, some lime, a half a bunch of cilantro, and a little bit of salt. We're going to mix all this up, and when we're ready to cook the shrimp, we're going to cook it in the sauce so all that extra flavor gets into the shrimp. So pardon me because I'm going to make some noise. All right, and what do we always do? Taste our food. Oh, that's good. Not too spicy. You could make it more spicy if you like. Just add more chipotle and adobo. I'm cooking for friends today who like mild spice level. Otherwise, I would have kicked this up with about a 1/4 cup of those chilies. All right, our pan is warm. Just a touch of olive oil, just enough to make sure things don't stick to the pan. I'm going to go shallots in first, let those soften up. And the garlic. I love the smell when garlic hits the pan and that fragrance of the olive oil just comes and gets you in the face. It's like the best food facial ever. So we want to put things in the order which takes the longest to cook. So we're going to go with the red onions first because it takes a while to get them soft. Just let them hang out in there. It's a super quick meal. And you know, winters in Alaska, we tend to gravitate towards heavy foods, you know, pastas, sauces, potatoes, and it's delicious and we all love to spend our winter that way. But every once in a while, I get in the mood for something tropical, and this is my go-to dish. All the great fresh vegetables, spicy tomato sauce, and shrimp makes you feel like you're south of the border. Okay, so those are going to hang out for just a minute. What I have here is about a pound of raw shrimp that's been peeled and deveined. You can get this in the freezer section at the grocery store. I always like to get raw because it takes on the flavors so much better when you're simmering it in the sauce. And because I hate doing it, I always buy mine peeled and deveined. You can get cooked shrimp from the deli case. It will already be cleaned and ready for you. It doesn't take much time to cook, but it's super easy. Let's give these a churn. Next is going to go in the zucchini. We're just really warming this through. You want to have that great texture and release just a little bit of the flavors from the skins. So this is a one-pot dish. We're going to take the vegetables out and put them over in the pan that we were using to get the corn off the cob. Then we're going to pour the sauce into this pan, bring it up to heat, toss the shrimp in, and that's all she wrote. So with the corn, you can use frozen corn if you like. I wouldn't use canned corn because it tends to be a little soft. I like to roast mine either over a grill or in the broiler of my oven, just because I like the extra toasty flavor that you get from it. But you can literally just take a can of frozen corn out of the freezer and use that as your part of your recipe. Look how shiny those onions are. Okay, now we're going to take a chance to salt and pepper. Always start off low. You can always add more, but it's hard to take it out. So we're just getting that corn and zucchini warmed all the way through. Let that hang out for a minute. Clean up our workspace a little. Get the shrimp ready. Let's give this a taste. Squeeze a little lime juice over that right before we sauce it. It's fantastic. That nice roasty back flavor from the corn. Really good. We're going to finish this with a little bit of butter, just because butter makes everything better. Once that melts down, we're ready to move on to the next step. So the veg is all cooked and ready. We're going to take it and put it right into this pan and just let it hang out while we take care of the shrimp and sauce. I've got so many great one-pan recipes. You need to like, follow, and subscribe so I can share them all with you. Let that hang out there. Here's our Diablo sauce. Just throw that right in the pan. It's got great acidity from the tomato and brightness from the cilantro. It's fantastic. We bring that up to temperature. Once it starts to simmer a little bit, we'll throw the shrimp in, and it takes just a minute or two for those shrimp to get cooked. And we'll show you what that looks like. You don't want to overcook them because then they get a little rubbery. Right before we put the shrimp and sauce over the top of the vegetables, we'll sprinkle a little bit of fresh lime juice onto the veg, and it brings just another nice dimension to the whole dish. All right, so we've got some bubbles coming up. We're going to take the shrimp, toss them right in. So what you're looking for is for them to just get a little bit of pink on them. All right, I'm going to turn off the heat, let that sit there for just a minute. Get that lime juice all through here. We tasted this earlier, so we know that the salt and the heat are good. All right, so this is where you want your shrimp. If it goes too much farther than this, it's going to be too rubbery. Right now, it's just perfect, soft and juicy. All right, let's put this beautiful shrimp and sauce over the top of these vegetables. A little bit. Now you can be very artistic if you like, or just be rustic. I prefer rustic. Here we have it. Spicy shrimp Diablo over sauteed vegetables with avocado and cilantro. That does it for another tasty meal. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. Don't forget to click, like, share, and subscribe for more on these recipes, tips, and tricks.